Hello, this is Adam Slivka with the Adam Slivka Real Estate Team. This is my March 2017 market forecast. Our real estate market this year started off pretty strong and just recently came to a little bit of a slow. So we went from about 5% ahead to about 1% behind last year. Big reason I think is just this year compared to some other years, we had a pretty warm February and then our March went ahead and got cold, which does have a big impact on the market. Though I'm thinking over the next month, things are going to normalize. Overall in the Pittsburgh Metro right now, we're sitting around 4.25 months of inventory, meaning as a whole, it is still a seller's market. In Westmoreland County, we have about 4.6 months of inventory, which also indicates a seller's market, though not quite as strong as the metro region as a whole. While there are areas that favor sellers, again, there's always going to be pockets and price points where it still continues to be a buyer's market. Despite us being in a actual decline from previous years, I think 2017 sales are going to exceed 2016 sales, just because of the trend over the last few years has been that more sales in 15 than 14, more in 16 than 15. So I believe that's going to continue to be the trend. I believe the people that are going to benefit the most are the ones acting earlier this year. First of all, for sellers who take advantage of putting their home in the market in the next 2 to 4 weeks, are going to take advantage of the currently low inventory, so less competition, and the start of the spring market. While rates for buyers right now are floating around 4.1% or so, they're anticipated that they're going to rise to about 5% by the end of the year. So for sellers going on now, you're going to have a little bit extra push of buyers who are afraid of those rising rates. At the end of the day, though, I don't really think that even if they do go to 5% by the end of the year as speculated, that it'll have a major impact on the market. One of the things that we need to remember is that when we look at the long-term average, that the average interest rate over the last 30 years or so has been about 8.23. So even though rates have been lower over the last 4 or 5 years, if they go back up to 5%, they're still pretty low historically speaking. Looking at what is a certainty at this point, again, it's going to be those buyers and sellers who act quickly now that are going to be the best rewarded. I think right now is the perfect storm, so to speak, or at least as much as we get it in Westmoreland County to get the most for your dollar when selling. And as buyers, you still have a few more months to capitalize on those extremely low rates before things increase a little bit. Thanks a lot, and have a great March.